our three candidates who are running for Spokane County Treasurer. So we have Rob Chase, Amy Viviano, and Mary Cuny. So if you'd like to take a seat, it's up to you on the order on where.
Would you guys like to stand? It might be better.
Yeah, to project that way.
If we get tired, we can sit down.
Stand when you speak, sure.
Yeah, if you want to take a load off, you can sit and just stand when you speak if you'd like. We do have some prepared questions, but we also, if any of you would like to submit any questions, we have some index cards. If you just want to jot them down and hand them up here to Nicole. And so, but the way we'll do this, we'll start with opening statements of 3 minutes, and then we'll go into some of the prepared questions. We'll try to work in some questions from you folks as well, and then we'll end with 2-minute closing statements at the end. So we'll plan on going about an hour or so if the questions last. The questions will range from 60 seconds to 2 minutes, and Nicole here will be the timer. She'll hold up a 30-second card when you have 30 seconds left, and then she'll hold one up that says stop, and when your time is up. So we'll start with the incumbent, Rob Chase. If you want to give us a 3-minute opening statement.
Okay, well, thank you to the Northside Conservatives. I'm glad to see this many people here. I think the last forums I went to on the North Side, there was 5 at one and 3 at the next people that showed up. So it's good to see this crowd here. And it's probably a pretty good exercise for us to get ready for Thursday night when we'll actually be on TV. And, the more preparation, the better. And, there's... I ran as a write-in 4 years ago, and I became the first Republican treasurer since 1956 to serve Spokane County. And I had, I had about 30, we would call them paleo-conservative libertarian types that donated to me and helped me. But I see several of them here. But it was, a real effort. And I think competition, I told Skip at the time, competition is always good. So I think of all the county treasurers, there's 38 others in the state, there's only 3 others that have any competition. And so I think I made the job glamorous enough that, that people from both the parties are vying for it now. They see what a special job this is. It has been a special job. There's not a day that doesn't go by, thank God. I get to walk through that door and work with the wonderful people I have here. In fact, Mike Bolt's my deputy treasurer is here tonight, and Mike and everybody else have just done a wonderful job. And it actually erases that preconception you have about government, that there's all these bureaucrats, and they're sitting back and not doing much. These people are the hardest people I've ever worked with in my life, and the most wonderful. So it's been a real blessing to me. When I ran, I said I would serve for a term or 2. I found out the first term is a learning experience. The second term, I'm really looking forward to getting a lot done. Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for having me here. My name is Amy Viviano. Just so you know a bit about me, I am a proud graduate of Gonzaga's Business School. I focused on taxation and did my undergrad at Yale University. Married up, as those of you who met my husband know.
Only an eye.
I will confess to having been raised not in Spokane, but on a family farm in Oklahoma, but married my college sweetheart who grew up here. So since we've spent 13 years here in Spokane, I consider this my hometown now. This race is all about qualifications. And you see before you dedicated public servants and certainly some very hardworking people who've been working very hard to keep our treasury strong, and we thank you for that. And I'm asking you to help me make strong investments for Spokane, since we're all in this together. And I just wanted to thank you for the opportunity to get to know everyone here in our Spokane community, because that's important. No matter what side of the aisle you're on, it's important to be able to listen to everyone in the community. So thank you.
So I'm Mary Cuny, and thank you very much again. I think we all appreciate the opportunity, especially with Thursday coming. It's nice to kind of get to hear each other, and actually stand up and speak to So, I'm bringing qualifications and experience to this office, and that's why I'm running. I'm a graduate of Central Valley High School out in the Valley, then went to Gonzaga University. I have national and local public accounting experience, and then I have 10 years with the State Auditor's Office, of which 2 of those years were I was the auditor in charge of Spokane County. So that's kind of the unique experience that I'm bringing to the position. As well as I have several community activities I'm involved with. Hutton Settlement's one of them that's near and dear to my heart. Boys and Girls Club board member in the past. I'm currently the capital campaign chair for the Hub Sports Center. So those are some of the community involvement that I've been part of that I think is important as you come to work for the citizens of the county. So those are some of the things that I think are important, and like I said, I think it's the qualifications and the experience that are going to be helpful for this position.
All right, our first question of the night is, we're going to start with an easy one, and we'll start with Amy. Why are you running for treasurer? And this will, we'll go 90 seconds.
90 seconds, nice. Well, I'm running to be your Spokane County Treasurer because I believe every citizen in our county, every citizen in our nation owes it to our community to step up when required and when we have something to give. As a CPA, as a mom, as a small business owner, I believe we need a treasurer with experience that knows how to invest in our community and make our community stronger. Thank you.
Very same question.
So, kind of like I said in my opening statement, I'm really running for Spokane County Treasurer because I think it's important to have qualifications and experience. I've been a CPA since 1993, again, auditing large firms as well as the state auditor's experience. And so I think that is something that's really important to the citizens, understanding the laws and regulations and how that works. And so I felt compelled to, similar to what Amy said, to stand up and represent the citizens and be part of the county government and be part of the treasurer's office.
I'm running because I want to have a second term, and I feel, Amy mentioned, have the experience, and I know on Mary's billboard she has experience matters, but I actually do have 4 years experience now, and I think that's very important qualification. I know both of my opponents are CPAs, and we already have 2 CPAs that work in the office. They both have about 30 years experience each, and so I think that base is already covered there. My experience and part of my qualifications are I've gone to school too. I went to the School of Hard Knocks. I had to have my ups and downs and learn a lot, but be one of the ordinary citizens that I think the founders wanted to have served in this position, because if you're there too long, if there isn't enough turnover, there becomes sort of an insularity in office. You don't really see the people on the street anymore. There becomes sort of almost an arrogance of office that we see sometimes too. And both of them are counterproductive to what passes for good government. Thank you.